Hello everyone, welcome to you all. Today we are going to start a story named Should Wizard Hit Mommy? Friend, in your mind there is a doubt. What should be the title mean? Actually, the wizard here you can see in the picture image given here, he is just there is a question. A girl is asking the question to his father in her story that there should be the wizard, he should hit the mommy. Let's see the story that is written by John Updike. John Updike, he was born in 1932 and died in 2009. John Updike. John Hoyer Updike was an American writer. He is well known for his careful craftsmanship and prolific writing, having published 22 novels and more than a dozen short story collections as well as poetry, literary criticism, and children's books. Hundreds of his stories, reviews, and poems have appeared in the New Yorker since the 1950s. His works often explore sex, fate, and death and their interrelationships. So students, let's see the story. Here is a story about the worldview of a little child and the difficult moral questions she raises during the story session with her father. So the little girl is here named Jo. She is usually asking the question, a moral question she asked. What is the moral question? Should wizard hit mommy with her father? Let's see the story, and also the story explains the theme of child innocence and adult complexes. It means we all know that in the mind of child there are many innocence, and they are also being confused for many topics. They are asking to the adults, but the adults also serve us. They are also suffering in their complexes, whether they should explain the realities or not. So let's see the story. First of all, the characters are here. Jack, the father. Next, Joe, his 4-year daughter. Next, Claire, Jack's wife. Roger Skunk, main character of the story that Jack tells his daughter. Roger Skunk's mother. Wizard. Wizard, you know, friend, he's a magician and a wise old owl. So these are the characters inside the story. Let's see the story. Introduction. The story revolves around Jack, who is the father of 2 kids, Johnny, Joe, and Bobby. His wife, Claire, is carrying their 3rd child. Jack had a habit of telling his daughter, Joe, a story every evening, and on Saturday afternoon naps, this time when he was telling her a story, she interrupts him and asks him questions whenever she feels that things that are being told are not right. So Jack now finds himself in a fix and doesn't know how to resolve Joe's questions. Parents feel that children should do or think exactly what they are told. They should believe whatever they are told by their parents. But is this the right attitude? This moral question is raised by the story and left for the reader to decide what should be done. So this is the introduction of this chapter. Let's see the chapter. Page number 48 to 51. Today we will study next in the next module. Okay. So there are the key points. First of all, the custom of storytelling. Student, we all know that in the story there is a custom of storytelling, because John Updike he just written the story in just a fairy tale way, and also explain there is a father. You know that father. The name of Jack. He is usually telling a story every Saturday to his daughter Johnny when she used to sleep. Every night he used to explain a story on the same story. There is a basic tell. There is a basic tell. The tale of the Roger. And in that story there is a character named Roger. Whether Roger Fish, Roger Chipmunk, Roger Squirrel, and so on. But this character had some problem, and to take this problem he used to visit to the wise old owl, and the old owl suggests him to go to see the wizard, and then after the wizard demands him some pennies to solve the problems, and later on when the problems would resolve, Roger Skunk would be happy Roger character would be happy, and after that he used to play with the other animals, and later on he used to go with his mother, and then after they both were talking, and also they were waiting for their father's arrival from Boston by the train. This is the basic tale. Now this night, Jack is just going to explain the story on Roger Skunk. As he asked to his daughter, what could be the story of today's, Johnny suggested him that today's story would be of skunk. Skunk, it's an animal that we'll see. So first of all, the father is telling here the story to Johnny. Okay. Now Roger Skunk's problem, as in the earlier stories, every day the father Jack used to explain that Roger had some problem. So here also Roger Skunk, he had a problem. Let's see the problem of Roger. What he had? He had the problem that he smelled too bad. And then after, all the other animals, what they said? They said that, oh, here comes Roger stinky skunk. Whenever he used to go near them, they used to call him, he's a stinky skunk. And by that humiliation, Roger felt very humiliated, and he felt insulted too also. He became very sad. Now here, then after, the father is telling the story to Johnny, and also the father explained that all the other animals run away from skunk. This is the problem, that all the other animals run away from skunk. So after that, there was a meeting with the wise owl. As usually in the story, earlier in the basic story, we had studied that after having the problem, Roger, he used to go to see the wise owl. So also here, the Roger, he would go to see the wise owl, and the wise owl, he would sit on a large apple tree, and there, when the Roger Skunk, when he went there, he just had some problem, and the wise owl asked him, what can I do for you? Roger Skunk said that all the animals run away from me because I smell too bad. Wise owl said that, yes, so go to the wizard. We should go to see the wizard. Meanwhile, we know that Joe's intervention, because Joe, in between of telling the story, Jack, Joe used to ask some questions that, are magic spells real? He asked the question, are magic spells real? The father said that, no, they actually real, but in the stories. So then after, the father just continues the story and explained that the Roger Skunk went to see the wizard. Meeting with the wizard, let's see. So in that forest, the wizard used to, Roger Skunk cross the path of over the creek, over the bridge, the dense forest. He just crossed the path, and then after, just beside that, there was a cottage. Just under a big tree, there was a cottage, a white house, and in that white house, the wizard used to live. So by just crossing this path, when he just reached there, when he reached at the home of wizard, the wizard met him and asked him, hey, what's this? What you want? You smell awful. So in such a tone, the father Jack explained these words of wizard, because he's just completely lost in that story and just explaining, because he was feeling the story in his real life. And whatever the story he is telling, that he thought that this is the true, this is the reality, he should explain, and Johnny should also know this fact about of the life that he is telling today's story. So by that, as here skunks become very upset, very sad, there were tears falling from his eyes, and he said that, I know it, all the other animals run away from me. This is my problem. Then wizard asked him that, I can solve your problem, but for that you should have to pay some money to me. And after that, Roger Skunk thought that he had very less money. Then wizard suggested him that, I would just ask him to that go just nearby and by the tree, and just from there collect it, take 3 downs and then after you will just find some penny, and after that you will just hand over to the pennies to me, and I will resolve your problem. So what after that, wizard also asked him, whatever the smell or fragrance you wanted. Then Roger said that I wanted roses fragrance. The skunk said that I wanted roses. Then wizard, he enchanted some magic, some spell. He spelled some magic word. Abracadabra, hocus pocus. Roger skunk, how do you do? Roses, bosses, pulania. Roger skunk, you never fear bingo. So this is the story, student, that we today studied. Next part will be in the next module. Let's see the question practice. Question number 1. What is this story about? A worldview of a little girl and her curious question to her father, worldview of children, world of wizards, all these. So the right answer is all these, because we had seen here there was the worldview of Johnny, worldview of children also, and also the world of wizards, and all of these the answer is right. Second, why did Roger Skunk visit the owl? To be his friend, to talk to him, to learn the art of flying, to seek his advice to solve his problem. So the right answer is D, to seek his advice to solve his problem. Next question, what did the wizard ask Roger? What did he want to have? What did he want to eat? What did he want to smell like? None. So the right answer is C, what did he want to smell like? Next one, what advice did the wise old owl give to Roger Skunk? To visit his friends, to think deeply, to consult his mother, to consult the wizard. So the right answer is to consult the wizard. So student, next turn is the assignment time. This is time for assignment. So what problem did Roger Skunk face when he went to play with his friends? How did he solve it? Next one, why did Roger Skunk go to see the old owl? How did the wizard help Roger Skunk? Why do you think Jack narrates Joe the story of Roger Skunk? So student, hope you enjoyed this video, this module very well. See you soon. Thank you. Thanks for watching.